My daughters are absolutely the center of my world. This fact surprises even me most days because, you see, I wasn't one of those kids who always grew up knowing that they wanted to be a mom. I mean, I assumed that at some point I would probably have kids and do the whole family thing, but it wasn't really a life goal per se. I did have a life goal, however, of making an impact, and I remember specifically writing an essay about how everyone should try to make an impact on their corner of the world, still not really knowing what that was going to be for me, but when I decided to go into education, I figured that was going to be it. I was going to be an educator and I was going to make an impact on the world. Not exactly how it's worked out in the long run. It started when I actually had my daughter in 2007, and I'm a little ashamed to admit to you that when I was pregnant, I was really hoping for a boy. Because boys are easier, right? Someone told me that this week. And actually, I'm the middle child of 3 girls, and so I can pretty much guarantee you that I did feel that that actually was true. And then I can tell you that the first 6 weeks of my daughter's life, and really 6 months, and 6 years plus 2, 8, and now almost 9 have actually been the hardest of my life. And I'm not expecting it to get any easier as the mother of a daughter. And that part of that is because no one teaches you how to be super mom. No one has the answers, but the internet tries a lot, and they definitely know when you're doing it wrong. And I definitely knew I was going to do it wrong. I knew I was going to screw up in some way how to raise my daughters. And so my mantra became this: Dear God, please help me to make different mistakes than my parents made. After my first daughter was born, and definitely after my second daughter was born, it became clear that I really didn't know what I was doing. Work-life balance does not exist. At least it didn't for me. I was stressed, I was tired, and I was constantly on edge at home because I gave everything to a job that I loved, and I had become someone that no one wanted to be around. So finally, I quit. With no plan, no new career, I quit, and I started to write. And I wrote about everything and anything that mattered to me as a mom, as a friend, as an educator. I just kept writing, and it became clear that what mattered most to me were my thoughts about my daughters. But not just my daughters, the women that I was raising, the women that we are raising, the woman that I wanted to be, the women that I wanted to surround myself, and the future that I envisioned for these women everywhere. As my 3 daughters started to grow up, I knew that what I wanted most for them, and what I wanted for every woman that I know, was to have something that I didn't have a lot of all the time, which was confidence. Growing up, I constantly second-guessed myself. I peer-referenced to a fault, and I can remember some very awkward situations in high school that basically resulted because I had no opinion, I had no real individual thoughts, and I had no true voice to express myself. I was a chameleon who would, at any point, basically become who people needed me to be so that I could have what I needed, which was to be liked. Most of my life, my thought process was, oh, do they like me? And if they don't, that's okay because I can change whatever it is they need me to change. Even as an adult, I had very precious few arenas in which I really felt confident and good and capable and knowledgeable. And ironically, one of those areas was my career, the career that I had quit so I could be a better mom to my daughters. It was irony. And it became clear as I was doing all of this through my writing why I had wished for a boy. I wanted my daughters, I needed my daughters to have confidence of Kelly Clarkson. I needed them to not have that as adults when they'd figured life out, but now I needed them to know that they had worth, and deep down I wasn't sure that that was something that I was capable of giving them. I wasn't sure I could fight all of the messages that were going to bombard them in our culture, and I wasn't confident in my ability to be a good mom to girls. So my question became, how do I give this gift of confidence? And then it hit me. It's not just for my girls. It's for all the girls, and that's how Be the Benchmark, my organization, was born. I read psychology journals, educational research, blog posts, newspaper articles, and even books, mostly online, but books. And I listened to countless podcasts and TED Talks, and what has come out of that is growth mindset, neuroscience research, mindfulness, daily gratitude, journaling, power posing, meditation, and visualization, which are the staples of what I teach both my girls and my benchmark girls that I mentor in order to develop their confidence. But let's face it, there's a lot going on inside the minds of preteen and teen girls. They've got a lot of emotions. They've got social media and parental expectations and academic expectations and trying to figure out what it means to be a girl in the 21st century. They are running out of time. There's only 24 hours in a day. How in the world are they going to find time to learn about growth mindset and daily gratitude, let alone everything else that I was learning and that I'd mentioned? So I decided to shorten it to this. Girls, choose your thoughts. It's simple to say, but not so simple to do. But the mantra, when you hear it enough and you start to say it, you can start to remember in those stressful times, didn't someone tell me once that I could choose my thoughts? That I could choose gratitude and happiness, that I could choose to focus on the good, that I could choose to face my fears, that I could choose to be brave, that I could choose to put even this moment in perspective? Yes, girls, someone did tell you that, and that voice has become your inner voice. Listen to that inner voice. This is my desire for my girls, for all of my benchmark girls, that I would become one of their inner voices. The voice that speaks to you in your moments of uncertainty and doubt, in your moments of stress and fear and pain and turmoil. Girls, choose your thoughts. You are more powerful than you can even imagine, but you must choose to believe this. Women, you and we are responsible for choosing our thoughts and choosing our words and choosing thoughts and words that build up our sisterhood, that make us stronger together, that show the next generation of women, that show my daughters and your daughters that together, anything is possible. It all starts with a choice. Your choice, my choice, our choice. Girls, choose your thoughts. Women, choose your thoughts. Everyone, choose your thoughts to create a life that's worth living that will ultimately change the world. Thank you.